Alright, what up you schmucks? We're gonna be doing some degen shit today. We're gonna be playing Smash or Pass featuring VAllure, but I'ma lay down a few rules to make it fair. No fan art, no skills, no lore, no personality, and no talent behind the model. We're only judging them purely by their latest up-to-date base models. So no swimsuits, no special outfits, and no nude toggles, cause that would be too easy. With that being said, let's get this shit rolling. Azura got that mommy build. There's enough titty milk to end world hunger, and her thighs are thick enough to crush human skulls like an egg. The black latex is a nice visual standout in contrast with her skin. The asymmetry also does a nice job of highlighting her thighs. It's a solid model that you'd expect from a thick mommy archetype. Smash. Icy's minimal clothing is indeed hot, and I like the black coloration. They're a nice color contrast and an effective visual guide that showcases her sex appeal. The muscle tone adds charm to her tomboy aesthetic. And lastly, the blue color scheme is nice to look at. Smash. I do like Amy's punk rock aesthetic, and I like the amount of skin that shows, but there's a few things I would change about her sex appeal. Now I do like short petite women, but I wish the thighs and hips were a bit more developed. I find her figure to be a bit too childlike, and I'm not a fan of these types of socks. Personally, I think ankles are hot when the full legs are exposed. Pass. Mercy's got some nice tits. I like the boob window, the harness, and the golden scissors to draw your attention towards her chest. Her outfit hugs her figure, showing off her waist and thick hips. The black spandex does an effective job of drawing your attention due to its iridescence. And lastly, I like the legs. They're thick and got some nice accessories for asymmetrical charm. Smash. Her flat chest and thick thighs are nice, but I wish her hips were more developed. And again, I'm not a fan of these types of socks. Pass. Strawny has a nice color scheme, making her model visually appealing to look at. And the sex appeal is also nice. The shading on her tits are very eye-grabbing. They may not be big, but the shading is very effective. But I would say the most enticing part of this model is her lower body. Her thighs are thick, she wears no pants, and her feet are fully exposed. I can't believe her model would just show that for free. Easy, Smash. Saru's got one of the hottest police outfits I've seen for a VTuber model, and her body is insane. The iridescence really highlights her tits, and the outfit is skin tight where it hugs her waist. The open hips are a nice color contrast to her outfit, while showing off some skin. Her legs are also a nice color contrast to everything else, while having asymmetrical charm. Smash. Mara's design reminds me of an older sister, and the maid outfit makes her look demure. The sex appeal is also serviceable. Her tits are noticeably big, despite being covered up. I'm not a fan of frilly skirts, but it's short enough where you can determine the shape of her hips, and it's short enough where you can see her thick thighs, which also have asymmetrical charm. My only complaint is that I find the waist pretty small in comparison to everything else, but it's still a cute model overall. Smash. The outfit is quite sexy and shows a good amount of fan service. Boob windows are always appreciated. Being able to see her belly button conveys the tightness of her dress. The black booty shorts are an effective color contrast for viewing pleasure, and in contrast with their thick thighs. And lastly, I like the legs. In my opinion, this is how I personally prefer sexy lolly designs versus the ones I mentioned earlier. Smash. I'm a fan of Aztec designs. The gold highlights parts of her body while showing off a lot of skin. The flat chest and loincloth are also eye-grabbing, and we can't forget about that sweet succulent feet. However, I do have an issue with their thighs. They seem really cartoonishly exaggerated compared to other parts of her body, especially her skinny legs. It looks kinda goofy in my opinion, like chicken drumsticks. Pass. My favorite part of this model is the lower body. The thickness of her thighs, along with the straps, are nice to look at, but I'm not a fan of the upper half. Cynthia's body type reminds me of Nami from One Piece. I don't like how skinny the waist is compared to her tits and thighs. Speaking of tits, her chest looks more like balloons than breast. And lastly, I'm not a fan of lipstick, especially dark lipstick. Overall, this model isn't for me. Pass. And lastly, we got Willow Wildfire. Her model shows a good amount of skin, and I like how the sex appeal is presented. The breastplate is unique in terms of design, thus it's good at grabbing your attention. And the asymmetry on her lower body is unique as well. I can't think of many VTubers off the top of my head with half a skirt while wearing brightly colored underwear. It's so goofy, yet spicy at the same time. And lastly, I like the asymmetry on her legs. I find the exposed leg pretty hot. This is personally one of my favorite designs in VAllure. Easy smash. Alright, that's the video. Don't forget to like and sub to the channel. But most importantly, don't forget to love yourself. Alright, see ya.
Bye, you schmucks. Bye, schmucks.